Hello and welcome, my name is Kevin and this is Do It for Bruce. We're here in another time lapse, but this one's a little different than the past couple. We're starting off by creating a perfect specimen, a man who has all his skills maxed out, plus several other traits that will help him on his journey to greatness. Our boy Bruce is a genius, herculean, beautiful, immortal, who also happens to have infinite domain. So let's see how well he is able to handle the wider world. All right, here we are in our postmortem of the time-lapse. Looks like we are in 1310. Unfortunately, for some reason, the game continuously crashes at this point, so we're going to have to call it today right here. We at least made it 443 years into the game. So let's see where we are at. Let's even begin with just see if Bruce is still in existence, and our big boy is still the Bloodfather of Finland. Looks like he made it to the ripe old age of 468, which darn, that's a lot. So it looks like nobody was able to kill him off, which not surprising with 100 skill and intrigue to prevent that from happening. Looks like he's earning a chunk of change and has a massive force. So he's doing all right for himself. As for the domain, I was surprised that without a limit, he seems to not go all the way to his limit. He seems to have stopped at 14 for some reason. He was able to conquer all of Scandinavia and most of Russia. It looks like it's just a weird Russia essentially he's built. And let's see culture-wise. Finnish is powerful, but not as powerful as I thought. As usual, the AI consistently doesn't do a good job of getting the provinces converted over to a new culture, maybe just because they don't see the point in doing so. Tech-wise, high Middle Ages and is going into the late, which for 1310 that makes sense. So he's cooking right along there. As for his faith, looks like he did a great job of spreading it. It doesn't look like my guess is the AI did not, the AI for whatever reason does not like changing the faith at all. He just kind of reinstates it as a reformed religion. Nothing too crazy. As for the rest of the religions, it's number 2. Looks like he kind of stopped having kids about 73 years ago, which is wild, and he seems to have stopped taking a wife when this one passed on a little bit over 100 and so years ago. Maybe that's the thing, when you're immortal for that long, you kind of just give up on love, which is kind of sad. Development wise, I always like to see if the AI does a good job of developing their lands. It doesn't look like he's that developed, especially compared to Roma. Roma's maybe not a great litmus test, but Ile-de-France is, and it doesn't look like he chose to do a lot of that. The rest of the world, as usual, the Byzantines always coming in strong. The Arabian Empire still in existence. Looks like, as is tradition when we start in 867, the Western Europe area just kind of always gets mangled some way or another. All in all, I wish we had been able to see this go all the way. I would imagine if we had let it run, he would have been able to conquer all the land with how much resources he has in his pocket. But that's it for our boy, the immortal Bruce. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and always have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.